Hey everyone, welcome back to Art City. My name is Alicia and today I'll be showing you how to create these fun finger puppet crafts.
As you can see, this craft involves drawing an animal on a piece of paper and cutting 2 holes to fit your fingers. This way, you can create your fun finger puppets.
With this craft and a little imagination, you can take a visit to the zoo right from your own home. So without further ado, let's get started.
The supplies you need for this craft include a sheet of paper, a pencil, a pair of scissors, and coloring tools. You have the option of using whatever you have available, such as colored pencils, markers, or any other tools you have.
If you don't have any of these coloring tools, don't worry. You can also make your finger puppets with just an outline of the animal you've chosen.
The first thing we want to do is draw our animal on a piece of paper. In this video, I'll show you 3 examples of animals you can create. The great thing about this craft is that you can create multiple puppets using only one piece of paper. The first animal I will be drawing is a lion. First, I started out by drawing a circle and added the ears at the top. Then I added the facial features, so eyes, nose, a mouth, and whiskers. Next, I used pointed shapes to draw its mane. For the body, I drew a very basic shape. I started out by drawing the arms and drew the body all the way to the edge of the paper so that it would be easier to cut out. After, I gave the lion a tail. The next animal I will be drawing is an elephant. For this, I started out by drawing an oval-like shape. Then, I penciled in its facial features, so its eyes and a smile. I didn't draw the trunk of the elephant because that is where I'm planning to cut out my hole for my finger. The next thing I drew was the elephant's ears, so I just drew 2 big shapes as so. And then for the body, I did the same thing as the lion. So I drew a very basic shape, making sure to bring it down all the way to the edge so that it would be easier to cut out. And then I drew in its legs as so. I also added in details such as the elephant's toes. The next thing I did was draw a circle where I wanted to cut out my hole. So I drew that on the elephant, and because I forgot to do so on the lion, I did that there as well. As you can see, I flipped my paper upside down so that I can better use my space. Now I'll be drawing a turtle. For this, I drew a semicircle structure and added in the turtle's head and its facial features, so an eyes and a smile. Next, I did the tail. I also added some additional details, so I added hexagonal shapes on the shell. Once again, I draw 2 circles to be cut out for my fingers. Now that we have drawn our animals, we can color them in. First, I'll be starting out by coloring in the lion. I have a yellow marker and I'm using that to color in the ears, the head, and the body. I will also be using my yellow marker to color in the tail. Next, I'll be using my orange marker to color in the details such as the inside of the ears and the mane. After, I'll be using my black marker to outline and color in the details. A tip to keep in mind is that it will be easier to cut out your animals if you have drawn a thick outline around your drawings, as it can help to cover any mistakes you make when cutting them out. Next, I'll be coloring in my elephant. Using a gray marker, I'm going to be coloring in the outside of the ears, the head, and the body. After, I'll be using a pink marker to color in the inside of the ears and the toes. Again, I'll be going in with my black marker to outline my animal and any details. Now I'll be using a light green marker to color in my turtle. I'm making sure to leave out the hexagonal details so that I can color that in with another marker. I'll also be coloring in the turtle's head and tail with the same light green color. After, I'm going in with a darker green color on top of the hexagonal shapes. Once again, I'll be using my black marker to outline and add details.
So now that we have drawn and colored in our animals, we can go ahead and cut these out. Now that we have finished with this step, we are almost done with our craft. Now we have to take our animals and cut out the little circles inside to fit our fingers through.
Because we will be cutting out holes in the middle of our paper, it can get a little tricky. What I found useful is using my pencil to poke a hole in my paper first, then using my scissors to make a nice neat circle.
Alright, so once you're finished cutting out the holes of your animals, you are done with the craft.
To use these finger puppets, all you do is stick your fingers through the holes we've made, and now you can walk your animal around.
I encourage you all to get creative with this craft. Try making different animals. You can even make a set of animals that all live in the same habitat or ecosystem. This way, you can learn more about where they live and how they interact with each other. For example, you can make a set of animals that all live in the forest. You can have a deer, a moose, a rabbit, or even a fox. Alright, so that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you had fun making this craft. Bye!